inside chapter 9. A train ticket from 3 years ago still waited quietly, as if someone planned to finish the story tomorrow. Dust was dancing in the sunlight near the shelves beside the door. Someone softly closed a novel they had probably read before. Coffee cups and folded newspapers shared a table by the glass. Nothing seemed especially urgent, nothing seemed too built to last. Maybe every little bookmark knows the places hearts return. The bookmark you forgot in chapter 9 stayed where winter used to be, like a tiny piece of yesterday, waiting patiently for me. People came with borrowed stories, people left with bags of bread. Morning wandered through the windows, painting gold where shadows slept. I could almost hear you laughing at the pages bent with time, like you never really left them, like you never crossed my mind. Some memories don't ask for answers, they simply keep our place. The bookmark you forgot in chapter 9 stayed where winter used to be. Guitar, the piano, soft shaker, like a tiny piece of yesterday, till another spring arrived. Written in blue ink on the back of an old receipt. Milk, lemons, honey, return library book. Only one line was never crossed out. Morning wandered through the curtains, landing softly on the floor. Tiny notes were spread around me, like they'd been there years before. You would write down little details people usually forget. How to keep the basil living, how much sugar tea should get. Maybe love is made of moments no one ever plans to save. She wrote grocery lists on old receipts left beside a cup of tea, and somehow those ordinary words still feel extraordinary. Birds were singing near the windows. Spring was waiting in the trees. Nothing really asked for meaning. Nothing needed guarantees. Now I keep those faded papers inside books I rarely read, just in case a simple memory is exactly what I need. Some people leave behind their laughter. Others leave a way to live. She wrote grocery lists on old receipts left beside a cup of tea. Piano, finger pick guitar, soft shaker, still feel extraordinary till the sunlight changed its place. At 11:42 p.m. the train was almost empty, and one side of my earphones still belonged to you. Streetlights drifted past the window, drawing lines across your face. You were reading something quietly, trying not to lose your place. I was listening to your breathing, keeping rhythm with the tracks, watching little towns behind us slowly fading into black. Some journeys don't become adventures until they're almost over. We shared earphones on the last train, listening to songs we knew. And somewhere between two stations, I began remembering you. Someone yawned across the carriage, someone closed their tired eyes. Morning waited far beyond us, hidden under darker skies. I kept humming tiny melodies, only loud enough to hear, while the city lights kept dancing like they wanted us still here. Perhaps we never needed talking to understand that night. We shared earphones on the last train, listening to songs we knew. Two stations, I began remembering you, till the train disappeared into the first light of spring. Page 214. had only one line underlined, and somehow it was the only sentence I remembered. Dust was sleeping on the bookshelves. Morning leaned against the glass. Someone closed a worn-out novel as another train went past. Coffee cooled beside the window. People whispered in the hall. Nothing really seemed important, yet that line outlived them all. Maybe words become much heavier when they're carried home alone. Someone underlined the saddest sentence, just enough to leave a trace. And I kept returning to it like an old familiar place. Spring was waiting near the doorway. Birds were singing in the trees. Still I heard those quiet pages turning softly with the breeze. Somewhere someone read that chapter, smiled and gently closed the book, while I stayed a little longer for another careful look. Some stories never asked to stay, yet somehow never leave. Someone underlined the saddest sentence, just enough to leave a trace. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft shaker, like an old familiar place, till the sunlight touched the spine. At 8:56 p.m. the librarian switched off half the lights, and neither of us noticed. You were talking about Iceland, places neither one had seen, drawing mountains on a napkin like they'd always lived between. I was watching how you smiled when you couldn't find a word, and outside the empty sidewalks waited quietly unheard. Maybe some conversations are too gentle for goodbyes. The library closed before we finished talking, and the evening stayed behind, like a page we never folded, like a thought we couldn't find. Someone stacked the final chair, someone locked the reading room, yet we lingered near the doorway, trying not to leave too soon. Now whenever maps appear or northern lights begin to glow, I remember half a sentence that I never got to know. Some people change our direction without moving from their seat. The library closed before we finished talking, and the evening stayed behind. Like a page we never folded, till the moon climbed over town. A postcard slipped out when I opened your favorite novel. It showed a lighthouse neither of us had ever visited. Dust was floating through the window. Spring had settled on the floor. Tiny petals crossed the doorway like they'd been there years before. On the back in faded blue ink, someone wrote a simple line. Maybe every road is waiting for the ones who take their time. Some memories don't ask permission, they just quietly arrive. A postcard fell from your favorite novel, like a message sent too late. And I kept it by the window, just in case we called it fate. Birds were singing near the rooftops, clouds were drifting through the day. Nothing really needed answers, nothing needed us to stay. Now we rest between the pages of another borrowed book, like a tiny little lighthouse for the paths I never took. Some people leave behind directions without telling us they did. A postcard fell from your favorite novel, like a message sent too late. Felt piano, finger-picked guitar, soft shaker, just in case we called it fate. Till the afternoon turned gold.
Every Monday afternoon, the boy returned his books exactly one day late, as if story deserved one extra evening. He would smile and say I'm sorry while adjusting his backpack strap. Then he'd borrow 3 more novels for another tiny lapse. Nobody seemed to really mind it. Even librarians would grin, as though keeping books an extra day was somehow letting stories win. Maybe hearts are built for keeping, things we're meant to give away. The boy who returned books one day late stayed longer than the spring, like a page I never folded, like a softly remembered thing. Years have wandered down the sidewalk, seasons change the nearby trees. Still I think about that boy whenever books come back to me. Some people become traditions without trying from the start, and their little imperfections find a shelf inside our hearts. Stories never seem offended when we need a little more time. The boy who returned books one day late stayed longer than the spring. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, like a softly remembered thing, till the library lights came on. The library lights came on. At 4:27 p.m. rain began tapping against the bookstore window, and neither of us looked away. You were reading by the window, turning pages one by one, while reflections from the raindrops played upon the setting sun.
I was counting little footsteps, people rushing through the square, thinking maybe rainy evenings always leave more room to care.
Some afternoons become memories before they even end.
You read while I watched the rain.
Nothing needed
to be said,
and somehow
all the quiet moments felt much louder in my head.
someone laughed beside the counter. Coffee cups were stacked nearby. Tiny sounds kept drifting softly like small birds across the sky.
I kept listening to your breathing, keeping rhythm with the storm, and the whole room seemed to gather into something safe and warm.
Maybe peace is simply sharing one small moment with someone.
You read while I watched the rain. Nothing needed to be said.
Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, bass drums felt much louder in my head, till the clouds moved slowly east. Page 32 had a faint coffee stain, as if someone paused there to watch the rain a little longer. Morning wandered through the window, landing softly on the floor. Someone hummed a tune while reading like they'd heard it once before. Coffee cooled beside the notebook, dust was dancing in the light. Nothing seemed especially urgent, everything was feeling right. Maybe ordinary moments are the ones we miss the most. Coffee rings on page 32, stayed where stories used to be, like a tiny mark reminding how small days can set us free. Birds were singing near the rooftop, clouds drifted without a sound, and the smell of toasted bread made the whole room feel unbound. I still open to that chapter every now and then alone, not to read the words again, just to feel a place called home. Some pages never ask for meaning, only someone to return. Coffee rings on page 32, stayed where stories used to be. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft shaker. How small days can set us free, till the afternoon turned blue. You knew the melody long before I did. I only started humming somewhere near the ending. You were singing near the counter, soft enough to miss at first, like a line inside a letter someone never thought to post.
I was smiling at your timing, watching sunlight leave the floor, thinking some songs only find us when we're ready for them more.
Some hearts arrive a little early, others need a little time. We learn the chorus at different times, but somehow sang the same refrain, meeting halfway through the music, like two footsteps in the rain. Someone stacked the empty cups, someone switched the lights on low. Evening gathered near the doorway as the city started to glow.
I kept humming through the silence till the final note
change their rooms. We learn the chorus at different times, but somehow sang the same refrain. Felt piano, finger-picked guitar, brush drums. Like two footsteps in the rain. Till the first stars filled the sky. At 12:14 a.m. only one lamp was still glowing near the poetry shelves. Dust was resting on the table. Books were sleeping side by side. Outside, taxis crossed the avenue like small boats against the tide. Someone must have left in silence, leaving teacups by the chair. Yet the room kept softly holding every word once spoken there. Maybe rooms can learn our voices even after we are gone. The lamp stayed on after midnight, casting circles on the floor, like it knew some little stories still were waiting to be told. Moonlight wandered through the windows, drawing silver on the shelves. Nothing really seemed unfinished, only resting by itself. I stood there a little longer, listening to the quiet hum, thinking maybe all good evenings never truly come undone. Some lights are not for guiding, only keeping memories warm. The lamp stayed on after midnight, casting circles on the floor. finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft upright bass. Still we're waiting to be told, till the morning birds return.
By early May, most books had found their shelves again, but a few folded notes still waited quietly between the pages. Someone wrote down train departures, someone sketched a little bird, someone left a half-finished sentence no one else had ever heard. Coffee stains and tiny doodles, ticket stubs from rainy days. Every mark became a doorway leading back through older ways. Maybe we are all just travelers, leaving traces as we go. Notes we left between pages stayed much longer than we knew. Not because they held great meanings, but because they once held you. Spring kept moving through the city, trees began to wear their green. Life continued without asking what those little notes had been. Still I smile when books fall open, finding words I didn't seek, like old friends returning softly, only staying for a week. Perhaps love is not a promise, but a bookmark made of time. Notes we left between pages stayed much longer than we knew. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, brush drums, soft glockenspiel. But because they once held you. And if I find another note someday, I'll probably leave it there for someone else who simply needed a quieter place to begin again.
Inside chapter 9, a train ticket from 3 years ago still waited quietly, as if someone planned to finish the story tomorrow. Dust was dancing in the sunlight near the shelves beside the door. Someone softly closed a novel they had probably read before. Coffee cups and folded newspapers shared a table by the glass. Nothing seemed especially urgent, nothing seemed too built to last. Maybe every little bookmark knows the places hearts return. The bookmark you forgot in chapter 9 stayed where winter used to be, like a tiny piece of yesterday, waiting patiently for me. People came with borrowed stories, people left with bags of bread. Morning wandered through the windows, painting gold where shadows slept. I could almost hear you laughing at the pages bent with time, like you never really left them, like you never crossed my mind. Some memories don't ask for answers, they simply keep our place. The bookmark you forgot in chapter 9 stayed where winter used to be. Guitar, the piano, soft shaker, like a tiny piece of yesterday, till another spring arrived.
Written in blue ink on the back of an old receipt. Milk, lemons, honey, return library book. Only one line was never crossed out. Morning wandered through the curtains, landing softly on the floor. Tiny notes were spread around me, like they'd been there years before. You would write down little details people usually forget. How to keep the basil living, how much sugar tea should get. Maybe love is made of moments no one ever plans to save. She wrote grocery lists on old receipts, left beside a cup of tea, and somehow those ordinary words still feel extraordinary. Birds were singing near the window, spring was waiting in the trees. Nothing really asked for meaning, nothing needed guarantees. Now I keep those faded papers inside books I rarely read, just in case a simple memory is exactly what I need. Some people leave behind their laughter, others leave a way to live. She wrote grocery lists on old receipts, left beside a cup of tea. feel extraordinary till the sunlight changed its place.
At 11:42 p.m. the train was almost empty, and one side of my earphones still belonged to you. Streetlights drifted past the window, drawing lines across your face. You were reading something quietly, trying not to lose your place.
I was listening to your breathing, keeping rhythm with the tracks, watching little towns behind us slowly fading into black.
Some journeys don't become adventures until they're almost over. We shared earphones on the last train, listening to songs we knew. And somewhere between two stations, I began remembering you. Someone yawned across the carriage, someone closed their tired eyes. Morning waited far beyond us, hidden under darker skies.
I kept humming tiny melodies, only loud enough to hear, while the city lights kept dancing like they wanted us still here.
Perhaps we never needed talking to understand that night. We shared earphones on the last train, listening to songs we knew. Two stations, I began remembering you, till the train disappeared into the first light of spring. Page 214 had only one line underlined, and somehow it was the only sentence I remembered. Dust was sleeping on the bookshelves, morning leaned against the glass. Someone closed a worn-out novel as another train went past. Coffee cooled beside the window, people whispered in the hall. Nothing really seemed important, yet that line outlived them all. Maybe words become much heavier when they're carried home alone. Someone underlined the saddest sentence, just enough to leave a trace. And I kept returning like an old familiar place. Spring was waiting near the doorway, birds were singing in the trees. Still I heard those quiet pages turning softly with the breeze. Somewhere someone read that chapter, smiled and gently closed the book, while I stayed a little longer for another careful look. Some stories never asked to stay, yet somehow never leave. Someone underlined the saddest sentence, just enough to leave a trace. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft shaker, like an old familiar place, till the sunlight touched the spine. At 8:56 p.m. the librarian switched off half the lights, and neither of us noticed. You were talking about Iceland, places neither one had seen, drawing mountains on a napkin like they'd always lived between. I was watching how you smiled when you couldn't find a word, and outside the empty sidewalks waited quietly unheard. Maybe some conversations are too gentle for goodbyes. The library closed before we finished talking, and the evening stayed behind, like a page we never folded, like a thought we couldn't find. Someone stacked the final chair, someone locked the reading room, yet we lingered near the doorway, trying not to leave too soon. Now whenever maps appear or northern lights begin to glow, I remember half a sentence that I never got to know. Some people change our direction without moving from their seat. The library closed before we finished talking, and the evening stayed behind. Like a page we never folded, till the moon climbed over town.
postcard slipped out when I opened your favorite novel. It showed a lighthouse neither of us had ever visited. Dust was floating through the window. Spring had settled on the floor. Tiny petals crossed the doorway like they'd been there years before. On the back in faded blue ink, someone wrote a simple line. Maybe every road is waiting for the ones who take their time. Some memories don't ask permission. They just quietly arrive. A postcard fell from your favorite novel, like a message sent too late. And I kept it by the window, just in case we called it fate. Birds were singing near the rooftops. Clouds were drifting through the day. Nothing really needed answers. Nothing needed us to stay. Now we rest between the pages of another borrowed book, like a tiny little lighthouse for the paths I never took. Some people leave behind directions without telling us they did. A postcard fell from your favorite novel, like a message sent too late. Felt piano, finger-picked guitar, soft shaker, just in case we called it fate. Till the afternoon turned gold.
Every Monday afternoon, the boy returned his books exactly one day late, as if story deserved one extra evening. He would smile and say I'm sorry while adjusting his backpack strap. Then he'd borrow 3 more novels for another tiny lapse. Nobody seemed to really mind it. Even librarians would grin, as though keeping books an extra day was somehow letting stories win. Maybe hearts are built for keeping, things we're meant to give away. The boy who returned books one day late stayed longer than spring, like a page I never folded, like a softly remembered thing. Years have wandered down the sidewalk, seasons change the nearby trees. Still I think about that boy whenever books come back to me. Some people become traditions without trying from the start, and their little imperfections find a shelf inside our hearts. Stories never seem offended when we need a little more time. The boy who returned books one day late stayed longer than the spring, guitar, felt piano, like a softly remembered thing, till the library lights came on. Till the library lights came on.
At 4:27 p.m. rain began tapping against the bookstore window, and neither of us looked away. You were reading by the window, turning pages one by one, while reflections from the raindrops played upon the setting sun.
I was counting little footsteps, people rushing through the square, thinking maybe rainy evenings always leave more room to care.
Some afternoons become memories before they even end.
You read while I watched the rain.
Nothing needed
To be said,
and somehow
all the quiet moments felt much louder in my head.
someone laughed beside the counter. Coffee cups were stacked nearby. Tiny sounds kept drifting softly like small birds across the sky.
I kept listening to your breathing, keeping rhythm with the storm, and the whole room seemed to gather into something safe and warm.
Maybe peace is simply sharing one small moment with someone.
You read while I watched the rain. Nothing needed to be said.
Finger-picked guitar, felt piano,
Bass drums felt much louder in my head, till the clouds moved slowly east.
Page 32 had a faint coffee stain, as if someone paused there to watch the rain a little longer. Morning wandered through the window, landing softly on the floor. Someone hummed a tune while reading, like they'd heard it once before. Coffee cooled beside the notebook, dust was dancing in the light. Nothing seemed especially urgent, everything was feeling right. Maybe ordinary moments are the ones we miss the most. Coffee rings on page 32. Stayed where stories used to be, like a tiny mark reminding how small days can set us free. Birds were singing near the rooftop, clouds drifted without a sound, and the smell of toasted bread made the whole room feel unbound. I still open to that chapter every now and then alone, not to read the words again, just to feel a place called home. Some pages never ask for meaning, only someone to return. Coffee rings on page 32. Stayed where stories used to be. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft shaker. How small days can set us free, till the afternoon turned blue. You knew the melody long before I did. I only started humming somewhere near the ending. You were singing near the counter, soft enough to miss at first, like a line inside a letter someone never thought to post.
I was smiling at your timing, watching sunlight leave the floor, thinking some songs only find us when we're ready for them more.
Some hearts arrive a little early, others need a little time. We learn the chorus at different times, but somehow sang the same refrain,
Meeting halfway through the music,
like two footsteps in the rain. Someone stacked the empty cups, someone switched the lights on low. Evening gathered near the doorway as the city started to glow.
I kept humming through the silence till the final note was gone, and I knew we'd keep that melody long after moving on.
Maybe songs don't really end, they simply change their rooms. We learn the chorus at different times, but somehow sang the same refrain.
Felt piano, finger-picked guitar,
brush drums,
like two footsteps in the rain.
till the first stars filled the sky. 12:14 a.m. Only one lamp was still glowing near the poetry shelves. Dust was resting on the table. Books were sleeping side by side. Outside, taxis crossed the avenue like small boats against the tide. Someone must have left in silence, leaving teacups by the chair. Yet the room kept softly holding every word once spoken there. Maybe rooms can learn our voices even after we are gone. The lamp stayed on after midnight, casting circles on the floor, like it knew some little stories still were waiting to be told. Moonlight wandered through the windows, drawing silver on the shelves. Nothing really seemed unfinished, only resting by itself. I stood there a little longer, listening to the quiet hum, thinking maybe all good evenings never truly come undone. Some lights are not for guiding, only keeping memories warm. The lamp stayed on after midnight, casting circles on the floor. Finger-picked guitar, felt piano, soft upright bass, still we're waiting to be told. Till the morning birds return.
By early May, most books had found their shelves again, but a few folded notes still waited quietly between the pages. Someone wrote down train departures, someone sketched a little bird, someone left a half-finished sentence. never heard. Coffee stains and tiny doodles, ticket stubs from rainy days. Every mark became a doorway leading back through older ways. Maybe we are all just travelers, leaving traces as we go. Notes we left between pages stayed much longer than we knew. Not because they held great meanings, but because they once held you. Spring kept moving through the city. Trees began to wear their green. Life continued without asking what those little notes had been. Still I smile when books fall open, finding words I didn't seek. Like old friends returning softly, only staying for a week. Perhaps love is not a promise, but a bookmark made of time. Notes we left between pages stayed much longer than we knew. Finger-pick guitar, felt piano, brush, drums, soft, glockenspiel. But because they once held you. And if I find another note someday, I'll probably leave it there for someone else who simply needed a quieter place to begin again.